Password accepted. You may now enter the bunker.
And welcome everybody to Enter the Bunker, launching you into thriving on this wonderful, fun Friday. My name is Jonathan Bahai. I'm the co-host of Enter the Bunker and the owner of the 64,000 square foot nuclear bunker, which you just entered. We are here to help you to build the building bricks to build your own bunkers that are made out of kindness, courage, imagination, and all these things that help you to be able to thrive in today's world.
And I am Kelly Cadell, also co-host of this show. And we got some people picking up some garbage back here.
Yeah, this is definitely not in the bunker, by the way, just so you know. We don't have sprawling trees and things like that. This is technology. So, but yeah, it looks like they are actually helping to clean up a forest, from what I can see.
That's very, very kind of them.
That is very kind. Actually, I think almost every year we do this around here.
Yeah.
Like we'll go up. You were there.
Yeah.
So like it was a couple of years ago actually that we would get together with everybody in the community.
Yeah.
And we'd walk up and down the main road here.
Yeah. And we even did like the side roads and everything.
Yeah. And just go everywhere. And just the garbage that people throw out is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Man.
It's not good. People do not treat the earth as well as they should.
Yeah.
But at least there's kind people in the world to go around and do a cleanup once a year.
Gives us an opportunity to show our kindness.
Yeah. There's actually a couple people that walk up and down Plains Road on the regular, like when I make coffee runs and stuff, and they're older, and they wear like these vests so they're seen, but they're just picking up garbage. I think they're just out for their walk and they're doing their part
Just
of
decided
kindness.
to pick up garbage as I go.
Yeah.
No, nice.
Yeah, it's very nice of them. Very kind of them.
Very
not nice,
kind.
not nice, kind. Well, it is nice too, but. All right, so Dr. Seuss once said something.
What did Dr. Seuss say?
Dr. Seuss.
Let's find
said-
out. Dr. Seuss says, "To the world, you may be one person, but to one person, you may be the world." Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss.
So to the world, you may be one person, but to one person, you may be the world. I can think of numerous times whenever someone's in distress or whenever there's always these times that you really are somebody that like becomes an anchor for somebody else when they're in distress, right? So even though you're just this one person, you can feel like you're insignificant. The truth is to somebody else, you're like everything.
Yeah.
Right?
It's so true.
So I think that a lot of people have to realize that even though they may feel like they're insignificant, the truth is that, yeah, you are the world to other people. And you need to recognize that. And it's out of kindness that's where that comes from.
Yeah.
It's the kindness that you give others. And when you do that, it becomes something that they then feel more connected. So
The only person that I can think of that I'm like that with is my kids.
your kids.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm the world to them, and they're the world to me. And they don't know it, and they might know I know it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, no, I agree with that for sure. To the world, you may be one person, but to one person, you may be the world.
So everybody home,
Yeah.
what do you think of that? Do you have a story about somebody who is the world to you, or maybe you're the world to them? Let us know.
Do you think giving a compliment can spread kindness around the world?
Giving compliment can spread kindness around the world.
Like, that's a pretty big.
I don't know if it could go around the world. Could it?
I think it could.
It would be a pretty amazing. I mean, like one compliment. I guess it could. I mean, when you think about kind of the chain reaction that happens from when people will want to, like, if you tell somebody a certain thing,
Yep.
that then really gets into, like, it really touches them, really, like, uplifts them, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And then they turn around and then they end up changing in a way that ends up passing on to others.
Yep.
Right? So in a way, it could reach around the world. It may not happen as quickly as you would think,
Yeah.
but it can over time.
And there could be like a blocker, like where it just, you reach one person and it just doesn't go from there.
True.
Yeah. Hopefully
Well-
that doesn't happen.
Well, it happened. Well, I mean, like, this is just it. Is that
Yeah.
something that's, I mean, the reason why it's so precious is because it's so fragile,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's not, we don't have a lot of it. It's very fragile. It's scarce means that it's something that's very highly valuable. So yeah, paying a compliment, like, I don't even like calling it paying a compliment, but giving a compliment is something that could do that.
Yeah, for sure. So there's a nonprofit called LifeVest Inside, and its sole purpose is to spread kindness throughout the world. They have a whole bunch of programs and activities to help do this. You can check it out. It's www.lifevest.com. We have the link in our description. And yeah, like I said, their purpose is to just spread kindness throughout the whole world. So check it out for sure. It's definitely a cool site. If you can't spread kindness, you can donate to people who do.
So they get paid to be kind? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying, I'm sure, like you can donate to this company, and then they spread kindness throughout the world.
I think they spread the message of kindness,
Right.
not necessarily to spread kindness. Yeah.
True. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, so since it's Fun Friday,
On Friday time.
we will get into our little not our challenge, our game. Is this called a game?
Fun.
Our funness.
Funness, okay.
Okay, so it's a scorekeeper. So we need to, everybody can join in with chat. Make sure you guys join in too. Everybody give yourself 1 point for everything that you have done. All right?
Okay.
All right, so have you donated blood?
Does this have a time limit on it?
No.
No? Okay. So acts of kindness scorekeeper, donated blood. Okay.
You've donated blood. Give yourself a point.
I don't know if I want to say all this publicly or not. I don't know where these questions are going to go. Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Donated blood. Yeah, I have.
Okay, so if you've donated blood, you give yourself a point. You guys got to keep track at home and then let us know in the chat what
your score is.
Yeah. Okay, so I have not, so I can't give myself a point.
Oh, okay.
Leave a tip after a meal. Yes.
Yes.
Are you an organ donor?
Good question. This is very sensitive information now. I think I
Okay.
am.
All right.
I don't even remember.
Well, I think everybody's like automatically one now.
So the laws
Yeah.
changed, I think it was just last year,
Yeah.
actually, that they made it so that you're automatically an organ
Unless
donor.
you opt out.
Unless you opt out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just imagine if email worked that way. Good luck with that. So it's amazing that they did that, but I think it's because they just weren't having enough. So so you got 2. Okay, yeah. So I think I am actually. So well, actually, everyone in Nova Scotia is technically.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, Russell.
We're automatically kind. That's why Nova Scotia is known as so kind.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna give their organs.
All right. So, okay, that's 3 questions. All
All
right.
right.
Next, help someone with their shopping. Reach for something off the top shelf, carry something heavy. I definitely have done that.
Done that many times.
Yeah. Paid for someone's order at a grocery store, Tim Hortons, restaurant, etc.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yep. So how many points do you have? You must have
I'm
5.
at 5 so far.
Oh, you're killing it.
Yeah.
Take some food or clothing to a homeless person.
Food or clothing to a homeless. Oh yes, I did a lot of this actually when I was younger.
Yep.
Yeah. Specifically when I was traveling in Eastern Europe.
Nice.
A lot.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
really good of you. Have you given a stranger a compliment?
Yes.
Definitely.
I can think of a few times I've done that.
All right. Participated in a litter cleanup. We were just talking about
We
that.
just did that, yeah.
All right, so you're 8 for 8. I'm 7 for 8. This is making me sad. Walk dogs at an animal shelter.
No.
I haven't done that either.
Why would you have to do that to be kind?
It's just you don't have to, but it's just one thing.
But you're not getting a point for doing this one thing. What if you don't have animal shelters where you live? That's unfair.
Yeah,
You can't get a perfect score.
right.
Oh well. Does it count to donate to a shelter? I don't know.
No, it says walk.
Yeah, I guess so.
He just wants 10 for 10. And donated or volunteered at a local homeless shelter. Wait,
Donated or volunteered at a
Didn't we
local
donate up
homeless
here?
shelter. We will
okay, so we'll say volunteered at a local homeless shelter.
volunteered at a local homeless shelter. Yeah, actually did that a couple of years ago. A couple of times actually, a couple of years.
Yeah,
You know when we were donating food to the homeless shelter.
yeah.
So there was that. I can think of, yeah, actually, for every year, I was actually going to the kitchen to cook for homeless shelter. And actually, not every year. It was like 3-4 times a year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can remember doing that.
Your time is worth everything.
Yes.
Donating time is the most valuable thing you can give.
So it's about giving time then.
Yeah.
That shows your kindness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't
Going
just
out of your way.
going out of your way to do something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking care of dogs and animal
So
shelter.
you got
Yeah.
9 out of 10,
I got 9 out of 10.
and I got 7 or 8 out of 10. I lost track. Anyways, I guess you're kinder than me. Based on this quiz.
Yeah, I take exception to the dog walking. So I really do.
Yeah.
Oh, we got
Carlos says 10 out of 10.
we got some coming in now. Yeah.
Yeah. Tim actually said farther up in the chat, my 5th grade teacher said something to me that stuck. Compliments before complaints.
Compliments before complaints. Yeah, that's a good one because people tend to, because that's the whole
Good
idea.
job, Carlos.
That the whole idea is basically to focus on the positive instead of the negative, right?
Yeah.
And so being able to look at what you can compliment in somebody before complaining about something is really hard
Yeah.
for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, and especially when it's just, I don't know what it is. Is it cultural? Like, I feel like it is.
Yeah.
It's something ingrained in the culture to do that. But yeah, definitely. If you can look at somebody and like, before you're going to complain about something, have a compliment, or be able to turn that into a compliment, catch yourself, then that's great. Then you could probably be much more kinder to people.
So that's kind of ties into like constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Because with constructive criticism, you want to usually give them something that they've done well, but then also give them something that they're going to learn, and not just tell them they're doing a horrible job, but like, hey, you're really good at this, but let's try to work on this. Like,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess it kind of is the same. So Bev got 7 and Tim got 9. Good job,
Wow.
guys.
We've got some kind people in the chat.
We do.
That
I'd say
means-
anything over 5 on that list, you've got 100%.
Whoa. Okay. Someone's generous.
I'm just being kind. All righty. So this is it for Fun Friday. We're going to wrap up the challenge of the week, which was give a compliment per day. So every day you had to go to somebody and give a compliment. How did that challenge go for you?
I didn't do good.
What?
No, I didn't do good at that at all. I was not mindful of giving compliments, I don't believe.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think about it. I did give a compliment on a few occasions. I complimented, well, I don't know if it counts. Does people who work with us count?
Yeah,
giving them
for sure.
compliments?
That's what I'm basing mine off of, honestly.
So I'd say out of the 5 days that we were doing this, I'd say that maybe 3 of the 5 days I was able to give compliments each day.
I was actually saying
Yeah.
too before the live, like with the TikTok, I think like a lot of the time you're kind and you don't even recognize it. For instance, like Mom brought supper over the other night and I was like, she made like a casserole. I'm like, that's really good. Thank you for bringing supper. That's a compliment, telling her the supper was really good. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
Yeah.
just like little things like that are being kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll tell another story. It is kind of about me. But guys, let us know if you've given any compliments this week and who you gave them to and why.
Share your stories.
Yeah, share your stories with us. In the meantime, I'll share one of mine. was it Wednesday morning? Julie came in and she had an ice cap and she's like, oh, they didn't give me a straw. Do we have any straws here? And I'm like, oh, I don't think we do, but I'm carrying my iced coffee. And with the Tim's iced coffees, it has the flip lid, but this was a McDonald's iced coffee, so it didn't have the flip lid. But I know with an ice cap, you can't drink that without a straw. So I was like, you can have my straw. And she's like, oh, well, what about you? And I was like, that's okay, I'll just take the lid off and drink it. Anyways, so I went on to do that, and Riley asked, why do you have your lid off? And I was like, oh, I had given Julie my straw, so I had to take the lid off because it was a punch-in thing. And then I told Abigail, I was like, why don't you have a lid on that? Because it's just, I'm drinking iced coffee out of just a open
Big
lid.
cup, yeah.
And I told her, and she's like, that was so kind of you. And I was like, it was. Like, I didn't even realize that I did it. It just, that's what I mean. It just, even the little compliments or even like the little things, you don't even realize half the time. If you're a kind person, you probably don't realize your kindness.
Right.
But other people do.
Right.
And that's what I think matters the most anyways.
That's how you build your business bricks.
Yep.
Yep.
Was there anybody who shared? I don't think, unless my chat didn't update. All right, so yeah, I guess that was the challenge of the week. And if you're watching on Twitch, be sure to go to YouTube and rewatch it. You don't have to do that. But go to YouTube, subscribe, like the video. This is where you can chat live with us. And every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Next week, we're going to be talking about trustworthiness.
Ooh, trustworthiness.
So if you lose trust in someone, can they ever, oh, do you have a kindness story to share?
A kindness story?
Yeah,
As in someone who was kind to me or I was kind to them?
anything.
Anything?
Yeah. Actually, I kind of wanted to know more about your trips in Europe. You said you were donating a lot there.
Oh, so when I was, so I was like 17 years old traveling through Eastern Europe all by
Okay.
myself.
That's
and
crazy.
I'd connected with a group though, so it was, but it's interesting. This is like before there was even internet too, so finding information and getting help and things like this was quite a task.
Yeah.
But I can remember specifically when I was in Romania. So back at that time, they had just had the fall of communism.
Okay.
You know, USSR had fallen apart.
Yep.
And so they had been under a dictator, Ceausescu, and so
Scary.
the place was in a ruin. The country was in economic ruins.
Yeah.
So there were people in the streets that were constantly begging, and some of them looked in really bad shape. So I was almost every day, sorry, I shouldn't say every day, but almost every day, I was actually making a point to go out and go out to the local bakeries and buy all kinds of food.
Yep.
And then I would just walk around the streets and just be handing them out to everybody. And that's all I was
Just like
doing.
loaves of bread?
No, actually they were called multi-cool cacao. I can't remember how to say it. But it was basically almost like a muffin with chocolate in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you
They were
said
delicious.
cacao or whatever, I'm like, that sounds like chocolate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were delicious. Yes.
That's great. Tim says, maybe it's my upbringing, but I treat everyone the way I want to be. I don't do anything for fame. I've also learned that even a simple act can mean the world. I agree as well.
100%.
Yeah. All right, so like I said, was saying, next week is trustworthiness. So if you lose trust in someone, can they ever gain that back? Stay tuned with us for next week, and maybe we'll dig into that a little bit deeper. Tuesday at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're picking up the garbage.
Trying to.
Yes. All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you Tuesday. Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend.